Welcome back, folks, to Farm Sim 22. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why are we starting here? Well, I had some technical difficulties this morning. That's okay. I actually tried starting off with some harvests and going about it that way. We were going to do some harvesting contracts. Well, I did do them. This is the last one of them. As you can see, we made a couple grand off the two others. So with that being said, we're going to take this down here, and we have a very interesting day ahead. Also, hurry up, train. We got stuff to do today. All right, can we shoot the gap? Can we shoot the gap? We shot the gap. All right, so some interesting things too about this contract. This tractor has got a lot of oomph and pretty quick. As you can see, we're going 40. There's not a whole lot of tractors that can go 40 in this game. So let's go ahead and we're going to take this to Grain South. This was barley, but the reason I want you with, and I'm starting it partway through this, is we are going to do something unique with, as we're in July, there's a lot of harvest happening, and we're going to be taking some of them harvest contracts, but we're going to do this a little differently. So we're going to start to dump, and when we get to about, we're going to see 51% transported, and we're just going to keep doing this. 71, 83, 90, contract done, and we have 4,000 left. So now we are going to head back to our farm now, and I'm going to show you something pretty cool we're going to start doing. So we brought the grain back to the farm that we've started here, and we're going to place down this little silo. It's a little different looking, and I like it, and I want to use it, and it's only $5,000, and it doesn't take up a lot of room, which you're probably like, oh, well, that's kind of cheating. Well, it doesn't hold very much either. So it only holds 200,000, and if you know this game, 200,000 is not very much. So also, I'm gonna have to do just a tiny little bit of, I think we're gonna gravel that up possibly, but let's go ahead and store our barley. We're going to want to store all the crops we get from these harvests now. So let's unload the barley, and we can complete that contract. Look at that. So now when we go into our menu, right up here, we have our first amount of crops, and that's going to be huge for us going down the road. All right, so let's go ahead, and I already have our next contract ready, so let's go ahead and collect that, and we are going to be doing some baling contracts, one of which I already had ready to go, so we're going to switch right here. There we go. And so we're going to be doing some hay today, which is going to be just fine. But I have something really unique and cool to do today, and I can't wait. We are going to do the big 71 contract today because that is a lot of money that we cannot pass up. So, unload the bales here. Contract. Oh, and we made some cash on that. But this JVC, our JCB, is even faster. This one can do like 45, which is pretty incredible. And we are going to go over to 71. And we have some different equipment than the last time we did 71. That's for sure. But let's actually collect that contract for 18 this time. And we'll be off to a really good start. And so let's get started over on 71 here, folks. I feel like at any point we could leave a flame trail. and then go back to the future. This thing is so unbelievably quick. I had actually brought the baler down here quick, so let's unfold the mower, and let's lower that as well. Let's get this front one unfolded, lower. Yeah, I know, I'm working on it. So interestingly, we don't have the big one this time. And I know what you're thinking, Dave. Why are you putting in a swath? We have to go ahead and uh, dry it anyway. Well, this will help get it away from the edges a little bit so we don't get that stinking contract warning thing where it won't let me pick stuff up because it's close by, and we'll gain just a little bit of ground on it, as you can see. And then also later, this happens to be the perfect size for the our rake to rake it up all into one group. So for 2 into 1, even when we do the hay spreading. So that part will be pretty cool. But interestingly enough, we did not get the big mower this time. You know what? Let's try to just get a little bit more. Let's get a little greedy and bring in some from the outside here. See how far we can go out. That way we're piling it back in to the field. And I'll be honest, this thing, I don't know what I'd rather have, that big large mower or this mower setup. That big mower goes a little bit quicker in here, but I don't know that the width is really that much difference. And this one going field to field with this JCB tractor is so quick. That may have only been a couple minutes for you guys, but for me, that felt like an hour or 2 hours, but it was a lot of fun. And now we can collect that 21,000. We're going to need it today. After driving that JCB, this is a little disappointingly slow. So as you can see on the bottom right, our grass is ready to harvest. And the expected yield is only 63%, but I think I know why that might be. And today is Saturday, so this is going to be a big, fun episode. I try to make the Saturday ones always special, but this one in particular is going to be super special because I think we're going to do some stuff today. I know this is going to be a little bit longer, but it is what it is. We're going to do that, and we could do that. We need to look a little older. Maybe not that old. Yeah, that'll work. All right, so I think it's because we need to spread some fertilizer. So let's double check and make sure this thing hooks up, and then let's take it to the farm. Well, I know I've been a little risky with determining whether this thing can hook up to a lot of stuff. There we go. Oh man, I'm glad I got the weight on the front. Alright, moment of truth. We need to unfold the fertilizer spreader. I didn't know there was something on there to fold. And oh wow, that's a lot bigger than I thought. Okay. So let's see. Let's stop. And let's see if oh, I don't think the yield went up. I think it's because we didn't do it before it planted. Darn it. I'm so poor I had to actually unload the seeder to get it to work. I'm going to fertilize it anyway because I feel like it may help us next time. Um, but yeah, I had to pull the fertilizer out of our seeder to do this, so we're running on the ragged edge today. We had just enough to get it done. We have 7 liters left. Man, I am so excited. This might be my favorite episode ever if this works out. Let's go ahead now and let's try for mowers. And we're looking for a cheap one. We can actually, can we do that? What about this one? 85, 85. That's too much. That's 2.9. That one is 3.5. So I think we're gonna go with this more. We'll do both. Let's see. Design color. I think we're gonna leave that alone. All right. A couple steps down. Let's see if we hook up here. And we'll see how this part actually goes. Why don't you back up, Roy? Let's see if Roy can do all this work today. I'm gonna be so pumped. Can we fold this? Oh, we can fold it. Okay. Let's take her back to the farm. Alright, so let's turn this bad boy on. And oh, it does pull it over a little bit, so we could get kind of close to the edge. Also, Roy likes to go with this thing. It's a pretty quick little mower, actually. Alright. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Alright, don't judge me, guys, but I need I need this grass over here too. So, yes, I did fertilize it as well. Alright, let me mow this up. Probably shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, I am already having a blast with this. Jeepers, traffic jam. Yep, you guessed it, a rake. We are going to grab this and take it back to the farm. Oh, this is like a perfect little setup for this guy here. Pretty sure this guy will have no problems running the rake. They don't take much power. Well, I grabbed a tedder, not a rake. What a moron. You could definitely see how I got confused, though. Let's maybe do that one yellow. Don't have to worry about that speed limit. Let's try this again. We're going to try to get everything up here in a pile. Lift. There we go. And I want to get it away from that building. But I am so excited. So what we're going to be doing today is actually kind of how I grew up on our farm when I was a youngin'. So this will be really cool, and we're going to test and see how this rake does. Hopefully I didn't mess this all up by getting that hay in here, but we'll see. Seems to be working pretty darn good, actually. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking we're going to grab a baler now. Well, that'd be a good guess, Billy Bob, but you're wrong. We're actually going to go ahead and grab a forager. Now, this is the part where we are really risking it here. I don't think we have quite the power to be doing this, but we could grab one of these two here, and I've kind of already thought about it. And this one's slightly cheaper and requires slightly less horsepower. So, if if I'm off or wrong, it won't be quite as costly. So we're gonna buy this. We're gonna leave that color alone. Ooh, that's a big old dent. And we're gonna pick up some grass right there, and just because we're here, we're going to get our first tipper. And it is going to be... Oh, that would be kind of cool. It's a little pricey for what we're doing. That one's really not that bad, is it? This one's pretty cheap. Oh yeah, we're definitely getting this one. And we are going to go ahead and color. Oh, no, I want colors. Can we get orange? And what about a tan? That looks pretty cool. Rim color, red? All right, we'll go with that. So this, let's go ahead and hook this up. Uh-oh, we're going to have a little bit of an issue here. Now, I know we're just a little underpowered for this thing, but I think we're going to be able to run it at just a slightly slower speed. So let's grab, we can double tandem on this. We're going to put, oh, you are not a speedy backer upper, are you, Roy? Alright, now we got to bring it around. I think we're going to have one issue, as I think that hay is going to lay there, which we grabbed earlier. So we're going to unfold the Jaguar, and we're going to have to attach this head. Perfect. And I'll see you at the farm. So let's unfurl this bad boy, and let's see. Can we need to lower it. Lower pickup. Turn on. Alright. Can we actually, it looks like it's moving. Oh, it's not picking up. There we go. It's not picking up the hay, so we're gonna have to move that some other way. But look at this, guys. So we're going to do silage, if you couldn't guess. Oh, I did miss a spot back there. I should probably grab that here in a second. Let's just do this row and then go back for it. But this is pretty cool, guys. I'm so pumped. We could actually run it at full speed. I think that's going to go away as this wagon gets heavier back there, though. So I assumed right. I assumed that the horsepower was with the weight of the equipment behind it as well, that it's going to kind of tell you that's how much power you need. So we're going to clean up this row really good, and that's going to be for a particular reason. But this is kind of how we did silage when I was a kid. And right now it is grass. And we are going to turn into silage. So I think we're going to have to probably pick up that hay. I'm going to have to buy a bucket for the John Deere, I think. And that's how we're going to have to move it temporarily. Just for the time being. Let's go ahead and turn it on. We'll get this row. Oh, I missed a little bit there. So I'm going to get this guy full, which shouldn't take that long here, but I'm going to make sure I get this side cleaned up really well. Again, speed limit, not really an issue. Alright, grab that hay that was in the way, and I think we're just going to leave it in the bucket for right now. And, yeah, we'll dump it right here. That way we don't have to worry. And I will grab that at a later time. Alright, so we're pretty full. And we need to get a silo. And I'm pretty sure I have an idea. I was looking through to see which one we wanted to get. It's farther down here. It's past these. Past these. And there it is. The old silo right here. I think this is the one we are gonna get, but before I do, I'm gonna save to make sure this plays places right here. So let me save quick and then we'll place it. I place it up there. It's a little bit more level and I feel like it'd be a pretty good spot actually as well. So what we're going to do is bring this in. Now we may, as this gets fuller, use the unload here. We may actually use the Johnny Popper for this task because it may be hard to get that forager, that Kloss forager in here as well and trying to drive over this silage. But I don't know how many loads we're going to have, so we'll see. Looks like we are actually going to have a couple of these things. I'm guessing, let's see, 5-ish. We'll see. I'm going to keep going and throwing this up, though. But I can tell you this is already, personally, my favorite episode I've ever recorded of Farm Sim. I love doing this. This is so cool. We have unloaded the last one. I didn't get stuck. Well, I did once, but I got unstuck, so it's good. And we have 88,000 in here. It was just under 5 loads. I think the last load had like 90% or something. We have flattened it out, and now we are going to blanket it. Now, it doesn't look like a lot, but 99,000 or 100 or 88,000 is going to be quite a bit for us. That's a good haul. I'm really happy with it. This was one of my favorite episodes I've ever recorded. It definitely was my favorite I've ever recorded. I just love this little setup. I think it's so cool. I will see you guys in the next episode. Have a good one, folks.